Are you looking for a home in one of Reno's best neighborhoods? This beautifully updated home in Old Southwest has it all. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through my newest listing, 1901 South Marsh in the Old Southwest part of Reno, which is one of the best areas in town. This home is 1,701 square feet and is priced right at $829,000. All right, I'm going to be taking you through my newest listing, 1901 South Marsh in the Old Southwest part of Reno. This home is 1,701 square feet, has 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and a 2-car garage. And most of the exterior and interior has been updated. As you can see, as you're walking up to this home, you got this beautifully updated front door, has a very heavy and modern look. And then right as you make your way through the main entryway, you can see you got this beautifully updated LVP flooring throughout the entire home, except there is tile in some of the bathrooms. So as you can see right here, you got this really nicely done LVP. It is a thicker LVP than people typically use, which is really nice. You know, great for kids, pets. And then right over here to the right, you got this beautifully updated kitchen, quartz countertops, brand new cabinets as of a year or 2 ago, but still in amazing condition. Over here, you got a nice sink, newer faucet, and then all these appliances were placed in either 2023 or the earlier parts of 2024. Over here, got really nice Z-line appliances, or at least the microwave here, which is a really good appliance company. Then you got nice cabinets here, some really good sized soft close cabinets here, which is really nice. And then this refrigerator, it's a GE fridge that's included. Looks like a nice counter depth fridge and kind of fits like a glove right there, which is great. And this is a brand new fire rated garage door, which is what you want to have for a garage door. Got to make sure it's fire rated and closes automatically with a spring. If it doesn't have that spring, doesn't mean it's not okay, but ideally you want a spring closing door and a fire rated door for your garage. So if anything happens in here, it's taken care of. So in here you got a 2-car garage. They got a few things left here, of course, like anyone does when they're moving, but you can see it's painted, looks pretty nice there. And you got some extra storage. And then you have a man door to the side. Take you outside real quick, but this is also a nice feature because typically you don't get RV parking too much these days. So right here, this is a corner lot. You got some newer fencing, but plenty of side yard. And like I said, you have a big gate right there, plenty of driveway space, so you could easily park your RV, you know, put an additional shed or anything you wanted over here, really. Like I said, you got newer fencing on this side, and you just got a really good size yard. Got some DG up there, newer paver patio and walkway. You got a good sized grassy area here and more pavers on the other side. We'll show you what that looks like. My landscaper does think this yard can come back, but he's gonna put some new seed, aerate it, fertilize it, and hopefully revitalize it. Over here you can see you got a nice paver area. Then you have the AC unit here. Then you got the newer electrical panel, and then you got your sprinkler, backflow preventer, and your water shutoff and your drain right here. And then your irrigation control is out here. It is on a lock and key, so you know, since it's outside, I probably would recommend locking that up. And then you could even add some, you know, additional trees or some nice bushes up there. Take you back inside the home and show you the rest of it. This is a really nicely done great room. That beautiful LVP again. You got your old school or grandfathered wood fireplace. I would recommend getting that inspected because it is a old school fireplace. But you got plenty of room here on the island, plenty of counter space. You could easily fit 2 to 4 bar stools depending on what you want. You got room over here for a dining table. Probably don't want too big of a dining table, but I know most people are just getting away with, you know, a coffee table and bar stools these days. That's mainly what we use, but you know, we have a dining table because we have a kid now. So over here you got plenty of space for your TV, couch. They do have the mount that they're leaving on the wall, and then you do have the outlet up top, so you can mount your TV and hide the cables, which is really nice. And then this house has newer windows and newer window coverings. You got new can lights or recessed lighting here. They're all LED, which is great. You got a newer slider. And like I said, all these pavers in the front and back were recently done within the last couple years. And then over here, you also got that nice 5¼ inch baseboard, which is a really nicely done baseboard here. Then all the interior paint was redone. And then just over here to the right is gonna be your first secondary bedroom, which is not a bad size. I'd say it's maybe a 11 by 11 or 11 by 12, but really not a bad size. And over here you can see you got the honeycomb window coverings, which are not cheap, and they do a good job of keeping the cool or the heat out. They definitely help with heat. I like those a lot, and they're very, very easy to use. Over here, got a pretty standard closet setup with that same LVP flooring in there. And right over here is going to be your coat closet. It is missing that rod, but you know, it's a pretty simple rod to get. And just down the hall to the left is going to be your laundry room area. So these cabinets were added, I think, last year just before we closed. So these are brand new cabinets, which is really nice. Well, fairly new, about 1 year old. Really nice shaker cabinets here. There's your water lines for your washer. And then it's going to be an electric dryer setup here. There is no gas, unfortunately, right here, but you know, it's not usually too big of a deal. And there is a vent right here, same LVP flooring. And then, like I said, newer dual pane windows. I believe the water heater was in here. Yes, so this water heater was replaced or installed in 2014. And I believe the AC and furnace were also replaced in 2014 or 2015. So, I mean, this thing has been serviced, well maintained, and I mean, this looks fairly new just because of how well it's been maintained. But I always recommend to anyone, pretty much every year you should get your furnace and AC maintenance or serviced, and then also, you know, get your water heater flushed every year. That's what I would recommend. So same LVP flooring throughout the entire home except the bathrooms. But just down the hall to the right, you're gonna have another secondary bedroom, which is just about the same size. Maybe just a hair smaller, maybe a 10 by 11, but still overall a good size room. Same honeycomb window coverings and another standard closet setup here. And then what's nice about these lights too is not only are they newer, you got dimmers on a lot of these light switches. So as you can see right here, you got these LEDs, which is plenty of light in this room, but it might be too much at times. So you can dim it if you want. This is the lowest setting and then back to the highest, which is really nice. And right across the street from this secondary bedroom is going to be a full bathroom for these two front bedrooms to share. So like I said, you got a newer toilet, newer tile, and then this vanity is only about a year and a half old, which looks really good. This looks like a quartz, in my opinion. Newer faucet, you got a nice mirror here, and you got a beautifully done tub shower combo. This is a very big tub. Got a beautifully done tile all the way to the ceiling, plenty of light. And then same thing with this bathroom. You have the dimmers, which is really cool because, you know, this is probably enough, which is only halfway up. And then all the way at the top is the highest setting, which looks really nice. And then also, which I recommend pretty much everybody having, this has a newer fan in the bathrooms, which is always good for that moisture and humidity that you want to get out of the home. Got your air filter right here. I'm gonna guess it's a 20 by 30 by 1, but if you buy it, you're probably gonna wanna check. Got that same newer updated baseboards, really nice neutral LVP flooring again. Got some newer door handles in the house, matte black, which is really nice. I should have done that in my home. And then last but not least, we got the primary bedroom. So the primary bedroom is a really good size. Could easily fit your king size bed in here. You know, put a TV on the wall, nice dresser, but I don't know, if I'd had to guess, I don't know, this is probably like a 13 by 14. It's a pretty good size room, maybe slightly bigger. Got plenty of lights here. Got your windows that are newer, same honeycomb window coverings. Got a standard closet set up here. And then an extra closet right here just to the left. So some good extra shelving or linen closet. And then last but not least, you got the nice primary bathroom. So you got dual vanities. It's a newer vanity within the last year and a half. Got that newer upgraded tile as well. And then once again, nice mirrors. You got an additional area here for, you know, probably for my wife to do her makeup, put a little seating area, maybe another mirror there. And I think that would be a very nice spot. And then not only do you have that closet for myself, because that's probably all the closet I'd get, then you could give this closet over here to my wife, which it's not a bad size walk-in closet, not super massive, but you know, the trade-off is you're in one of the best parts of Reno in the highly desirable Old Southwest. And then over here, you got the walk-in shower, same beautifully done tile. You got a nice base over here, and then you got a newer faucet and shower head, and then also that really nice fan here, which is really good. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of my newest listing, 1901 South Marsh in the Old Southwest part of Reno. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home at just over 1,700 square feet, and it's going to be listed at $829,000. If you have any questions or comments about the specific home, please leave them down in the comments below and I'd be happy to help. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or possibly relocating to the Reno area, I'd love to help. All my information is down below. And if you want to learn more about Reno, Sparks, or Northern Nevada real estate, check out some of my other videos.